What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And we need to take a quick look at the Bitcoin action of what is happening tonight before we get the big day when the Feds announce a possible rate hike. So what we are looking at the moment is a McDonald's formation. You see those two big arcs right there? That's the McDonald's formation. So what in the world does that mean? And what could possibly be going on? Well, I'm telling you what, we might bounce higher again before we go lower. And I'm going to have to tell you why. But first of all, let me make myself a little smaller so we can have some room to draw on the screen. Okay, so we started out down here with this low point. And then we bounced up to the top of this stochastic cycle, and we had this peak that happened right here. Then we corrected, came all the way back down into the oversold zone, but we returned a higher low. Now that's significant. Next thing you know, we come back upstairs to the 80 line, almost to the overbought zone, but we didn't quite cross the border, and we have this new higher high, slightly higher than this previous high point. Now, this is significant. At the next stochastic bottom, if we were going to be going down, we should see price going below this previous point here. But notice that the stochastic is almost down here in the oversold zone. But where's the price? The price is hanging up here with one small little green tick being formed right now on the 4-hour chart, which tells me, let's get rid of some of this stuff here. It tells me that there is a chance that we may see a higher high come before we go crashing back down to earth. So here's the thing. Let's say this stochastic makes it down here into the overbought or oversold zone. We need to watch what happens to the price. Is the price going to move down and park itself here at the 50 EMA line? Now, do you see this orange line right here? That's the 50 exponential moving average. And the way it looks right now, we are so close to the oversold zone down here that there's a chance that we could stop and make a touchdown on the 50 EMA line and move up again for another bounce somewhere into this cluster on the VPVR. Notice again, there's something that is either a coincidence or maybe it's just made to be this way. Let me show you this. Notice how the VPVR node that we are at, which is right here, we peak. This VPVR tells us about how much volume happens at a particular price instead of a particular time, like these bars down here on the volume histogram. So notice how our 50 EMA seems to be lining up right with this peak node right here. That means that there could be support at this level. So when price comes down, if this stochastic does this, and if this MACD, which looks to be at the bottom of the histogram, we're printing dark red bars on the histogram down here, but if that goes light red, and if this fast line curls around and starts to move up, that means we could get a bounce. Now let's make that green. We could bounce right here off of the 50 EMA and jump up into this volume cluster right there on the VPVR. Now, tomorrow is the 31st of October. It's Halloween. And then the next big event that will happen is the announcement at the FOMC meeting. And that's when the Feds are going to tell us if we're going to have a 75-point basis rate hike or a 50-point rate hike, or maybe a 100. Chances are it's going to be a 75. But if they're feeling a little dovish, which means they want to back off and go easy, they could make it a 50-point rate hike, which will probably send the market soaring upwards for sure. If they make it a 75-point rate hike, then we'll probably see the market correct back down. Now, we may bounce up here on the 4-day chart before that announcement comes out. And if the announcement does drop after we make this peak, look for price to come back down. Now, this is all speculation. Maybe we come down to where the 200 EMA line is. Maybe we fall all the way back down to the dreaded red dashed line. Now, if you want to know more about the red dashed line, you need to check out my YouTube channel, Crypto Pro Carlton, over on the YouTubes. So click the link in my description and come check it out. Ask your questions and I will give you answers. No question is a bad question. I like the most basic one. So let me know. I'll be glad to help out. And for now, this is Carlton and I am done. See you on the next one. Peace.